So, hello, good afternoon here in Portuguese time, Europe, this part of Europe's time. I think it's a different time somewhere else in Europe. Welcome to Journal with Me. It's kind of dark in here. That's the one thing I'm gonna say is not my preference. A lot of shadowy coloring instead of white light. But it's a sunny day and it is bright here in one space. Not so bright over in the other spaces, but it's good. I'm good. Hope you are well. This is Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices, as well as Wellside Retreats. Um, Glad to have you here for Tuesday's session to journal together. If this is the first time that you've seen my channel, welcome. Please stick around. We do have some quiet time, spend quiet time together in the practice of journaling. If you prefer to meditate, that's offered to you as well, or you're invited to do that on your own. This is a self-paced, self-guided wellness practice that we do on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, or at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 here in the west part of of Europe in Portugal. So it's 12:30, roughly 12:30 here, and we spend 20 minutes journaling. Before we journal, we check in with ourselves. We also, after journaling, have a discussion based on some reflection, or just engage with one another through the internet, through this live stream. If you choose to say hello, say where you're coming from in the comments or in the chat here, you're welcome to do so and be part of the conversation that we have. We work in community to provide inspiration, motivation, movement at a pace that you choose. We affirm ourselves. We're a pretty positive group of women, particularly Black women over 50 and over. Um, but come on along and join the ride if you need some inspiration, motivation. Um, we do that here. So, and do me a favor if you do like this, even if you aren't subscribed, like, or if you are subscribed, like, um, uh, give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, and think about subscribing. I really would appreciate your support for this channel, serving the mature woman on her journey. And we we will talk about all things wellness, healing, doing the things, and as much as possible that will serve us, right? Serve you, serve me. We'll do that here on this channel. We'll talk about that. Um, and Yeah, welcome again. Welcome to everyone who has signed on and said, hello, good day, Donna, Dr. Donna. Glad to see you here. Great to have you with us. I hope you had a great weekend. And Catherine said hello. She was the first to say hello to me and her sister journalers. Great to have you here, Catherine. I hope you had a great weekend. And Sabani, great to have you here also. Good to see you. And hope that everyone has had had some rest, were able to, you know, um, take time out for yourselves as you should on a daily basis, whether it be journaling, walking in nature, walking. in a different direction than you normally do, but all in the name of self care, wellness, and if you need healing and healing. Yes. So let's check in with one another or with ourselves for ourselves. How are you doing today? On the spectrum of not so great to great, or you're feeling cloudy, or you could be feeling like sunshine. How are you doing? How's your body feeling? Um, yeah. What has your weather been like, or what are you feeling right now? Have you had some kind of persistent weather? You know, continuous, continuous fog, continuous sunshine, continuous, haze, right? Hot, hazy. Has it been blustery, stormy in your world? How is it now? I love. I have a new phone. I have what I call my Portuguese phone, and I have my American phone. And my Portuguese phone is a I guess a later model. I'm gonna say maybe a year or a few months ago, a Samsung, and it tells me that it might be rain in the forecast. Like it tells me, or it tells me today is cooler than yesterday. That's what it told me. I thought, thank you for that. Thought that was a great way of telling me, how I was feeling, and it was pretty accurate. Yeah, today is cooler here. It's warm though. It's a warm place here right now. I did get out early and went to what I'm gonna call. I think this rates out of maybe 4 or 5 coffee shops so far. I have my favorite. I have my favorite, um, and I walked there because it's cooler in the morning. And she was opening up a little late today, but I waited, and she says, "Oh, please go in while I set up," and you know, just very sweet, very kind. I brought my book, and she directed me to the seat that I sat in last time. It's this window seat in a corner, where I feel like, and I can watch the people coming and going, and then watch the people on the street. It's a very nice spot, and she knows that I like that spot. So that's my favorite coffee shop, and I got there cool when it was cool, and came back when it was warm. So I might seem a little relaxed because the heat has made me relaxed. Yes. Voyager Collective, good morning to you. Good to see you here. Yeah, I think you've come on before. I'm not Yeah, I think you have. Welcome. And thank you for coming to journal with us. Catherine says, my body feels okay, have multiple insect bites causing some discomfort. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, because I know about those insect bites. I don't know, something about the insect bites this year that I don't know, that they seem a little harsh. I hope you feel better soon, Catherine. Um, Bonnie, my body is fine. My mind has been racing and ready to download during journaling today. All right, good. You are set for journaling. Well, we're going to get to it. Yes, we're going to get to it. Dr. Donna, cloudy here in New York City area. I'm feeling good. Okay. All right. Sometimes the cloudiness is a relief from the heat, from the it may be humid, but it causes a relief. Um, yeah. And Voyager, yes, it's been a while, and I've since changed my name, but it's great to be back. Okay. All right, Voyager, glad to have you here. And I hope that however you were doing, feeling, whatever your weather, your forecast is for yourself, it is right. Whatever it is supposed to be, and it's present. The beauty of taking your weather report or checking in with yourself is that you are aware. It's like an instant awareness for yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. It is, and that's the good thing. Sometimes we are not aware. I had a great conversation with my daughter. We have, it's so good when your children get a certain age and you can have like good conversation um, with both of my children. And I'm blessed to have the King's family. I have a boy and a girl. And with both of them, we find a comfortable space most times, majority, to speak to one another. And she made me aware of something, and maybe I'll share that. That's part of my reflection today. So yes, we've checked in. Do we know why we feel the way we feel? Do we know why we feel a little hazy or cloudy or happy or sad? And that's up to you if you'd like to make a note of that. We start journaling with paper. I have a journal here that I'm writing in currently. I have a couple journals I'm writing in. One is ap- appropriately labeled Portugal. The other, this is trading notes or notes that I started using for trading and financial information. And I just picked this up today, so I'm not sure if it's going to be about trading, but or not that I'm going to download, but it could be. um, all you need is that and a pen, just a simple pen, nothing fancy, or a pencil. I actually even have a paintbrush here because I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start painting watercolor, and so I've been pulling out things that I want to do. Um, I have a purple pen here. I have a marker, which is like kind of like a paintbrush, but it's a marker. The tip is like a paintbrush. Anything that you choose to write with um, is fine. And again, if you want to sit somewhere that is comfortable, you can sit on the couch, you can sit on a chair, on the floor, on a mat. Make yourself comfortable. Please make yourself comfortable. Let's see, I think someone else has come on. And if you all want to grab what, no, if you want to grab something to drink, please be sure to get comfortable and do that. Yeah, just get comfortable. We're going to take 3 cleansing breaths to get grounded and focused. And we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to either close our eyes or lower our gaze by looking down. You can look down your nose onto the floor, your eyes are still open, right? I close my eyes, or if you want, you can turn off your screen, but then turn it back on the when the you know the breaths have been taken, and you'll feel the warm breath of the cool breath as you inhale, and warm breath leaving your body through your mouth on the exhale. All right, we're going to be inhaling and then exhaling, inhaling through the nose, exhaling to the mouth. At the top of the inhale through the nose, let's hold it for 3 counts today. Okay, you're going to hold your breath for 3 counts. All right, let's begin. Inhaling through the nose, deep breath. Exhaling through the mouth. If you'd like, you can place your hand on your chest, both hands if you'd like. Placing your hands on your knees in the receiving position. One more time, let's inhale through the nose, holding it 3 counts. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time, we're going to inhale, holding it 3 counts at the top, and exhaling through the mouth. Now getting back to your authentic breath, noticing the presence of your breath. Spending a little time just coming down, calming our spirits, making way for openness, right? Now, in your time, opening your eyes, you can flutter, blink your eyes open, raising your gaze, looking around at your room. Okay. And taking some time to prop yourself up if you need to, getting your journal. And we're going to start with our 20 minutes, right, of setting the timer here. And we use the Insight Timer bell. And it's the Ambu bell that we start with. And we finish up with the Sakya after the 20 minutes. All right. So let's get going. We're going to start now. Okay. So the Sakya chime has chimed, and we are, I'm pulling up a little close here. And the Sakya chime has chimed, and hope that you have had an opportunity to do what you'd like to do in quiet time, quiet space. I hope that my noise did not disturb you. Um, I live on a busy street. I had no idea how busy it was, um, but it is busy, and it's actually okay for me. There's a lot of activity that I can sit and watch from the comfort of my sofa or my bedroom. So it's been good. But I also have electronic noises that I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from in this building. But I hope that you have had an opportunity to reflect on or download on what comes up for you in this time, whether you were journaling, meditating, praying. And I believe we have somebody who is doing an activity in quiet time in this space. This is great. Want to say hello to Katrina Lilly. Um, Glad you were able to come and join us. Nicole, LaShawn, good to see you here. And D of H and D Abroad. You came in and spent some time crocheting with us this morning. Yeah, I'm glad that you came in and did something creative in this space, and that's awesome that you thought of doing that with us here. So and all of those things um, form what I consider to be a wellness practice, healing practice. That activity of crocheting, anything creative that get the juices flowing or calm your spirits or you know creating allows us all types of therapeutic engagement with ourselves for ourselves, so that's wonderful. um, yeah, and who knows how that, if you were to check in with yourself now, um, how would you say that you were feeling or doing, right? um, Checking in may be different now than it was when we first started. If not, that's fine too. It is what it is in the present, being present and noticing if there are any changes. In my writing, I found that I was exploring some possibilities for today. I feel um, grateful also, was giving great gratitude in my writing because of having the time, more so than I've had before, to just I think it is to feel free. Having time has allowed me freedom to come, go, make decisions, to change my mind, to just be spontaneous, or be focused, right? And be focused on one thing at a time. That is what I really appreciate about having time right now as someone who is, I call myself, retired, but retired um, from a lifestyle that I wanted to change. Um, Retirement shouldn't be governed, I believe, by um, by you know, age groups, or you know, retirement shouldn't mean that you have to have certain things, certain you know, finances perfectly in order, you know, because what's perfect, you know, um, retirement um, shouldn't be dictated by um, others outside of you who give you the rules to, you know, to change how you live. I've been thinking a lot about that, and I actually had that conversation with my son, who is a young man, and in his 30s, and is just realizing that this whole work thing. Well, he realized that for a very young age. So he was like, you know, he looked at his parents and saw how we were on the hustle. He was, you know, and how that was causing him to be in the hustle from a very young age, you know, um, doing all the things that we quote unquote call, um, you know, the path to being, you know, being happy, being free, being attaining something or some things, and how we didn't seem very happy in that space, and him saying, you know, I don't want that for myself, right? I don't want that model for myself. And so I've been thinking about that, you know, now that I have a little bit more elbow room, and wish that I, you know, sometimes we kind of wish we could, what if we had the knowledge that we hadn't had now, have now, what would we do different? And it all time things happen when they're supposed to happen, so that you know, I can't say I wish I had of, because I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. And with wisdom, all things can happen for your benefit. But I do respect and believe believe in the divinity of using the time that I have now to do the things that I have thought of doing, that were set aside for me to do, and being focused now, having the time to focus on those things. And I can, you know, the funny thing about it is I can always work. I can always work, but I would do it differently now. I would work for my happiness, right? That's the difference. So those are the things that re- I I I wrote about in my diary, my journal. I guess it is a diary. Um, you know, a daily account of whatever. but um, but also learning, has been able. I've been able to learn, spend time learning something new, things um, that I've wanted to learn about. Um, Things that I'm open to now doing, you know, thinking at one point I wasn't open to doing them. Meaning I choose not to because of something that stood in my way. But now feeling open to try um, new things, new food, new drink, new, you know, um, new ways of being, you know, not feeling so tied to a certain thing that it's not going to allow me to experience something different. So I'm grateful for that. And also, so grateful to have time to rest at any time I choose. Um, just that one has been going on for a long time. But now that I am in a good cycle after time differences, um, at time differences, and then adjusting to settling into a new place and space, I've been able to rest whenever I want and say, I just need to rest. The heat has the temperatures have made me want to just take a blanket and get under a tree and sit under one of these trees at the neighborhood park. People do that here. they will just they will find a tree, and that is different for me. I mean, they do that at parks all over the world. I'm saying, but I have not done that. I haven't done that since I was a little girl, maybe. Um, just sit down under a tree, you know. And so I said I was going to go and get a little mat or a blanket to take with me because that's what people do, and they find trees and sit in the parks, right? Very cool. I think it's cool. Bring my water and my book. Why not? That'd be something different I haven't done. Being out in under a tree, nice cool tree. They don't have they don't see squirrels here. I don't have squirrels, so I wouldn't be around any pesky squirrels. But you do have to think about, not worry about. You do have to look around to see if there's any poop. Not a dog's here, too. And folks don't clean up after their dogs around too much around. I noticed, so that makes it a little funny. There is a dog park at the park too, so that still doesn't mean anything. But so those are some of my reflections, some of my thoughts for today. What are you guys up to? What are you doing today? What have you been practicing? What wellness practices have you been thinking about? I'm getting ready to write one of several um, articles for my Substack, which I have not fulfilled yet, and wondering what other things outside of journaling people are doing to keep themselves well or in the process of healing. What are you guys doing to keep yourself well, to sustain your health, to sustain your mindset? Um, what's going on with you? All right, Sabani. Yes, this was a great session. Was able to get so many feelings on paper, feeling more calm and settled. Very good, Sabani. I'm glad about that. Yes. Um, been able to rest. Good, Nicole. Very good. Now, this resting thing is like it's something like it feels like it's new, but resting is shouldn't be new to us. But I'm glad that we're catching on to resting. Yeah. Even I talk to my mother at least once a week, and she seems to be sleeping later. My mother's 85, but she never really took naps. Every My mother didn't take naps, didn't rest well. Get up very early as an educator, a teacher. She loves the word educator. I'm an educator. She and having to get to school bright and early before her students. That meant her children, us three girls, had to get up early too and be at school early. We were never late for school because our mother was a teacher, so we had to be on time and in place at school. Um, yeah, let's see. That sounds yeah. The one it sounds wonderful sitting under a tree, huh? Doesn't that sound good? It looks so good. People do that. I remember doing that. I don't know when, but it wasn't very often. Not even we. Yeah, it's like going someplace and sitting under a tree, having a little picnic. It's just like I would love to do that. Yeah, I continue to do yoga, journal, walk, and rest. Okay. Very good, Catherine. Very good. I know you have good patterns. Catherine is very good and been pretty consistent about the things that she does, which is really good. And Katrina Lilly, I'm walking more to clear thoughts. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is so good. That is such a great practice. I realized that when I was going through a change in my life that I had to get out. I felt closed in, and the only thing that would clear the thoughts or help me organize whatever it was to get out and walk. And I would walk forever. It seemed like for a long time. And people were like, well, where you been, Mom? Like, just been walking. You guys want to walk with me? Come and look. My poor dog, he was walked out. He was walked out. Nicole, spending time with friends has been very rewarding for me. That's sweet. That's wonderful. Feeling more relaxed. Week 7 of my sabbatical. Congratulations on 7 weeks of a sabbatical. That's beautiful. Congratulations, Nicole. And yes, isn't it nice to spend time with friends, especially if you haven't spent that time with them much in the past? You know, that's a wonderful thing to be in touch with people and yeah, yeah, just spending the time with friends. Yes, very good. And yeah, this past weekend I went from Porto to Lisbon, a day trip. I probably won't do a day trip that for a while because what I would do is do a trip from Porto to Lisbon and stay over to the next day and come back. You can do it. It's to me it's like going from Philly to, I don't know, Philly to New York, or I would even think Philly to DC. And I've done that like on a day trip, go down early and come back late. But there's so much that I want to see in a new space and new places that I would stay the night and then get up in the morning and maybe come home or come back the following afternoon because I don't have to work like on a Monday. And so, but I was able to meet new people. I was able to meet people that I'd met before um, through the internets or on my sabbatical here, reconnect with a few people and then meet a whole crew of new people, local people and expats. So it's it's been good to learn new people, right? You learn about new people, you learn who they are, maybe where they come from, and just learn about how they are. And I enjoy meeting new people and just learning about them. So that was a good thing. Um, and yeah, learning is really so key to just me in this phase of life. I have always been one who says I can't wait until I um, I quote unquote retired, not knowing, back in my 40s, 30s, or 40s, what retirement would look like for me. But I definitely knew that it would call for me to continue learning and learning about people, places, things, just everything, and learning how to do new things that I haven't been able to do. And so, um, writing about that in my journal and reinforcing that, manifesting that, or just being, just allowing myself to be with that in my consciousness, with the intentions to pursue those learning opportunities in new and open spaces, maybe sitting under a tree, doing those things and learning. Yeah, because you can learn by doing, you can learn by reading, you can learn just by being. Yeah, by grasping onto those creative um, juices, if you will. So, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, and having the support of a group of people, who you practice journaling with is also a great way of opening yourself up to 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 others, right? Um, Complimentary, um, giving respect to other people's journeys and cheering everyone on as they take their walks, they do their yoga, they do the crocheting, right, or resting. We all support one another through these wellness and healing practices. So I hope that you all have a great day. I'm going to go find another find. I'm feeling led today. Do you ever feel led, like that, like you're being either things fall upon you, right? Things are given to you, and and you're like, whoa, that's a blessing I received. I'm feeling led to find a place, a bright, sunny place where I will be able to write and be in nature. I don't know if it's under a tree because I plan on using my computer. So I'm hoping that if I get on a bus, there's a couple buses I could take to get to a library that I know is near a garden. So I'm going to check that out today and see what happens. But I hope that you find the place that you want to be, or if you are in the place that you want to be, that you enjoy that place, that presence, um, and maybe learn something new, open up to something different, and then rest if you need to rest. I really hope that for you as we go on about our journeys, whether that be a place to retreat, right? Doing something for ourselves, and getting away from what's not serving us, taking steps toward the things that we are drawn to, right? And I'll be back on Thursday, and we'll do this journaling together again, and engaging with one another again. So I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, or if you wouldn't mind sharing, if you enjoy this space, letting someone else know about um, this space of wellness and healing, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you again. All right. Uh, uh, Thank you, Katrina Lilly. I appreciate you. Yeah, for encouraging people to like. And Voyager, I hope you're awake too. I hope you'll be here if you're awake. Thank you for stopping by. And Nicole, thank you for joining us. Enjoy your friends and family. And yeah, go take a nap under a tree. Yeah, now that tree is calling to me. There's a coffee shop right across from the park. So that could be something I could do. I could take my left. I'll let you know where I found a place, a bright, sunny place, right? To do some writing. All right, take care. Much, much, much love to you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you again on Thursday. All right, bye bye. Bye, Dee.